Right, we're in the studio, Fonz and I, and you can see our countdown clock, hopefully.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, Facebook and YouTube, and welcome to Building Our Community with myself and Fonz. Hello, Fonz.
Yeah, and I just forgot I was on screen. After you told me.
Okay. Say hello to... Right, Corinda's here.
It was his birthday yesterday,
Corinda.
wasn't it?
Yep, the other day. And it's typing on the wrong page. No, you're on the right page. Oh, you were typing on the wrong page. Okay. And how are you, Fonz?
Yeah, I'm good.
Question from Corinda.
Yeah, I know. I hope he's fine. I hope you're fine. I think I fixed my problem, the sound. And that's what I was doing.
Test it?
I'm clicking my fingers. Can you hear it?
No. No, I can't. Do you want to tap the desk and something like some such, or? Nope. No,
good. It's working.
You good?
Yeah, it started working as soon as you went live.
That's the way of things, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, technology is when it works.
So all those weird movements that I was doing when the video was going on at the beginning, the countdown clock, that was me testing to see if I could hear it. Not being a weird person.
Yeah. Just take care,
Yeah.
Corinda.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. And to everybody who's watching us live, thank you. You are watching Stephen and Fonz. This is Building Our Community, which is what we do every Monday at this time. And we're going to be playing the pop quiz shortly. And that's coming up. And over to Corinda. Corinda's busy typing today.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
That's technology for you, Fonz.
It's good when it works.
Right. If you are watching, please say hello, whether you're on Facebook or on YouTube. Now, a strange thing happened this afternoon. We got more viewers on YouTube than we had on Facebook. Now, this is not the normal way, and I think it's an indication that people are actually going to watch on YouTube rather than on Facebook, because for the 13 or 12 of you who are actually watching us, thank you for finding us. It's increasingly difficult to actually find the live post on Facebook, so we are very grateful that you're here. And Fonz is sharp. He's always sharp.
Yep. Like an edge of a knife, me.
Well, okay. So please do say hello. And if you come here to play the quiz, and hello, Paul. Nice to see you. Thank you for commenting. If anybody else would like to comment, then please do. And we're actually live on your page as well today. I didn't forget this week, so I actually put it on your page as well. Right, this is the part of the show where we actually play our quiz. So I'm going to screen share, and amazingly, last week we got 10 out of 10.
We did all right, yeah.
Yeah, we got an amazing 10 out of 10, and we were blown away by that. And everybody who helped us, thank you. We need your help this week. Bring it on screen and put it full screen. Fonz and I are still here. But this is our music quiz, and thanks to Trivia Plaza. And say hello to Steve Beer.
I'm waving at him, and I just realised I'm not. I was waving then.
All right, okay. I don't think we're on screen.
No, we're not.
We have some new viewers today because we're going live on Fonz's page. So,
Oh,
right, the idea you get the idea. You get the idea for this as soon as I press play, and we do need your help. And who had a hit with this song? Now we can tell you the year is 1969. I Can Hear the Music. Was it sung by Creedence Clearwater Revival, Zager and Evans, Stevie Wonder, or the Beach Boys? Does that bring anybody to mind straight away?
Not to me, it don't.
Right, okay. I think I've got this one. But if anybody wants to confirm, all you need to do is pick Creedence or Zager and Evans or Stevie Wonder or the Beach Boys, whichever you think it is. Who had a hit with I Can Hear Music?
I'm just trying to think of all the hits that I know by these people. That's not this. Creedence Clearwater Revival, Bad Moon Rising, Zager and Evans over in the year 20 something, wasn't it? 24, something like that. The Beach Boys had a few
It's a
hits.
sort of falsetto. Yeah, it's actually sung in falsetto. Oh, appears to be falsetto. Just to give you a clue. And Corinda thinks it's Stevie Wonder. Again, if you're watching live, thank you. Just type in your answer and we'll show the answer and your name on screen. If you get it wrong, don't worry. This is just for fun. This is just a facility that we've been using from triviaplaza.com, and you can use triviaplaza.com to get your own quizzes. Okay. I Can Hear Music. Remember the days when we used to ask Alexa to play a bit of the song, and then we got muted.
Yeah.
Well, Alexa's not in my office now, so I can say the word Alexa without upsetting anybody. And John's going for the Beach Boys. And Stevie Wonder. So we've got two Stevie Wonders from Corinda and Steve. And John Upton send the Beach Boys. Yes.
I've no idea. I'm going to go for either the Beach Boys or Stevie Wonder because that's where everything has come for.
All right. I'm gonna have a casting vote here, and we're gonna go with the Beach Boys.
Oh,
one out of one.
I would have never known that.
Right. Okay. Second song is if you go on YouTube afterwards and just type the title in, you'll recognize it straight away. Probably. You've Made Me So Very Happy. Was it the Bee Gees, Sly and the Family Stone, Booker T and the MGs, or Blood, Sweat and Tears?
I don't know what it is, but I've got an idea, a guess. Something's pointing me towards it.
Okay. Hopefully Peter Stewart has found us. If you've got my message, Peter, I wasn't shouting at you. There was 1 minute to go before we went live on air. And I just typed and it ended up in caps. So my apologies for that.
I hate that as well. You type in it, you don't realise, do you?
That's true. That's true. I mean, I even got Grammarly now, so at least I know I spell the words correctly.
Grammarly's cool.
Right. Right. Okay. And so this question, John Upton saying Blood, Sweat and Tears. Any more votes, please? You Made Me So Very Happy. It sounds like a Turtles song, actually, but it's not. The Bee Gees, Sly and the Family Stone, Booker T and the MGs, Blood, Sweat and Tears.
What's the name, innit? Turtles. Cool.
All right, Corinda's going for Blood, Sweat and Tears as well. So we're being guided, and I'd like to say thank you to Gregor and Corinda for actually liking this post. Very kind of you.
Did you want my guess? Did you want my guess?
Of course I do. Yeah.
I was going to say Sly and the Family Stone, so I think it just makes me think that. I'm probably way off, but...
All right, okay, well, in this particular case, I can actually hear the tunes in my head, which is, well, it's a good thing in this case because this was a brilliant song. Do you think they're all going to be D's? Bottom right-hand corner.
They say sometimes to go by your instinct. Well, my instinct was wrong that time.
Yeah, but his instinct is a 50-50 thing, isn't it? Or slightly over 50%. Right, third song. Don't Forget to Remember. And I don't know. I knew the two for certain. I wouldn't have a problem with them. But this one, I'm wavering. So Temptations, Tommy Rowe, Edwin Hawkins Singers, Oh Happy Day, and the Bee Gees. So
I know this one.
yeah, and Steve got it right as well for previous question, and Peter Stewart, and Peter Stewart's founders. Good. Okay, you can join the quiz now, Peter, because I went on an hour-long walk with you yesterday, so fair's fair. Did you catch that yesterday? Pete was out for a walk.
No. Was it a virtual walk you were with him?
Yeah. I mean, he was walking in Aberdeen, and gave a commentary on everywhere he went, and also showed how well trained his dog Poppy is.
Well, it's still on Facebook, and I'll take a look back at it a bit later on.
Yeah, but again, it's on my timeline. If you're watching us on Facebook, thank you. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you. If you're on either, you can type in the answer to this one because we need help.
I think I know this one though, so we might be all right.
Okay, good. And John's got 2 out of 2 so far. And Corinda agrees with John. Okay. And your vote is?
The Bee Gees.
Bee Gees. Okay, well, I wasn't sure. So, and Steve, so 4 out of 4 say the Bee Gees. So I better press the right button here, otherwise I'll be in bother. So the Bee Gees. Well done, team.
There you go.
Yep. Okay, I'm Going to Make You Love Me. Was it Diana Ross and the Supremes with the Temptations, Creedence Clearwater Revival, Robin Gibb, or B.J. Thomas? Again, I'm struggling. And Peter's saying, I haven't remembered one yet. You will, Peter. It'll come to you. Just switch into 1969, 1969. I'm Going to Make You Love Me. Diana Ross and Supremes with the Temptations, Creedence Clearwater Revival, Robin Gibb, or B.J. Thomas?
I was wondering why I couldn't talk then, and I just realised I had the volume switched down.
Right. Okay. Well, we can't hear any background noises.
That's good. I've got 50-50 on this one.
Okay. And what are the two?
B.J. Thomas. Sorry, B.J. Thomas pronounced, and Diana Ross and the Supremes and the Temptations.
Okay, Peter's saying Diana. He's got his memory back.
That's where I mostly point towards.
Yeah. John's tapped it out in full.
That's dedication for you.
It is. Corinda! You can just type Diana if you want, Corinda. Or Creedence, or Robin, or BJ, without giving the game away.
What's the BJ stand for?
Billy Joe?
Could be, yeah.
Yeah, but possibly. I don't know. I mean, that's I said it authoritatively.
Yeah, no. I just wondered if you knew, or if anybody out there does know.
Right. Okay. Well, we've got 4 out of 4 for Diana. Are we good with that?
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. Go team. Right. Okay. Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head from the film Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Miscellaneous knowledge there. Was it the Edwin Hawkins Singers, Fleetwood Mac, B.J. Thomas, or Donovan? Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head. No, it's not. That's not Jason Donovan. That's Donovan. He's British.
Yeah.
He's the British Dylan, isn't he?
Yeah. He's a folk singer, isn't
he? Yeah. So, Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head, Edwin Hawkins, Fleetwood Mac, B.J. Thomas, or Donovan?
Oh, happy days. That's the Edwin Hawkins singers.
It is, yes. Quite right. Yeah. It's this one of those once you hear it, it stays in your head all day. Yeah. Like
Fleetwood Mac. That's on my to-do list. Visit Fleetwood in a Mac.
Right. Okay. And John's John's going for Billy Joe. Quinder's
Cool.
going for BJ. Peter's gone for the Edwin Hawkins Singers, and Steve has gone for Thomas.
I'm with the BJ. That's my guess.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think once we've got a situation where everybody's sort of going there. Okay.
I just couldn't imagine it. I just couldn't imagine any of the others singing it.
No. The next song, Dizzy. Is it the Beatles, the Bee Gees, the Fifth Dimension, or Tommy Rowe?
I know this one.
Good. Right. Okay. So we're waiting for your answers.
There is a connection between the Beatles and Tommy Rowe.
Okay.
And his song.
Right. Yeah. The connection. Okay. Right. Corinda's gone for Tommy Rowe, and a question from Peter, which is.
It's probably me.
I don't know. I mean,
it's the first time that I've tried it, and it seems to work and seems to not work.
Yeah, I've not heard any major background noises. I've got to think it is working. I assume that now it was working. So. All right, now we've got a diverse opinion here, and our resident expert has gone for Tommy Rowe. Peter's going for Fifth Dimension, and that was Fifth Dimension was that 59th Bridge Street song, Feeling Groovy. Fifth Dimension.
I don't know.
Right, Fonz, where shall we go?
Tommy Rowe.
Okay, done. Okay, so that's 6 of 10 questions done. We're batting 6 out of 6 at the moment. And question 7 is, who had a hit with in the year 2525? Now, this is played so often, if you get this wrong, you don't deserve to be doing the quiz. Sly and the Family Stone, Zager and Evans, Stevie Wonder, or Donovan? I mean, it crops up so frequently on radio. And when we're going for one-hit wonders. Yeah.
I know this one. That's why.
Good. All good.
I was going to say, I forgot to tell you about the connection between the Beatles and Tommy Rowe.
Right, okay.
The Beatles, because the Beatles and Tommy Rowe were both on that question. The Beatles were the main act was Tommy Rowe, and the Beatles were a support act to Tommy Rowe in Cambridge on the 19th of March 1963 at the Regal Cinema.
Oh, yeah.
So Tommy Rowe was a main act, and the Beatles were supporting him. But by the 26th of November that year, though, they were the main act. Shows you how quick they shot up, really, doesn't it?
It does. It took off. Right. Okay. And the answers are coming in. So let's catch up with the answers. Corinda's saying Zager and Evans. Peter Stewart saying Sly and the Family Stone. I think Peter's just trying to throw us off the scent here. Or he wasn't here in 1969. Steve is saying Zager and Evans. John is going with Zager and Evans. And we've got a full description from Steve. So are we happy with?
Yeah, it's definitely them, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to go with in the year 2525 was by Zager and Evans. I mean, if you said that in German, 2000 from 500 Funfun's Fancy. It doesn't sound the same, does it?
No, it's like 99 Red Balloons. Actually, the German version sounds a lot better. Because
right,
I think the German version is air balloons, isn't it? Not red balloons.
That's true. Okay, question 8. Atlantis, was it by the Isley Brothers, Donovan, the Jackson 5, or the Ventures? Now, I have no idea. I have no idea. Have you got an inkling or a definite?
I might do, yeah. I've just noticed as well, I'm on the chat, that you know who's on Facebook and who's on YouTube.
Yep.
That's kind of cool.
Indeed. It is cool. And okay, we're good. We're good.
Now, do you
wherever
want,
you are,
do you want my guess?
Of course I do. Yeah, go on.
I was going to go for Donovan without the Jason.
Right, okay. Where are you digging at this? It's not our fault, Peter. It's a site called triviaplaza.com. All we know is that all the answers are correct.
Apart from the ones that are not.
Right. Okay. Yeah, we've been using this for about a year, actually, more probably.
But the only time they're not correct. I was going to say the only time when they're not correct is when we're answering them.
True. I mean, we started this Anything Goes, didn't we? That era.
Yeah. Back then.
Yeah.
Back in the good old days.
Yep.
Back when everything was black and white.
Triviaplaza.com is the site to go for your quizzes, and it's not just music quizzes. This is just Donovan. So
I think it's Donovan.
All right. Okay. Let's go for it. Right. Okay. Now, not to put any pressure on it. Oh, right. Okay. Brilliant. Not to put any pressure on anybody, but we're 8 out of 8 at the moment. We just
good luck saying that
for a perfect 10. Okay. This song was banned by the BBC.
Everything's banned by the BBC.
No, Je t'aime moi non plus. I was at school, and anyway, never mind. We'll not go there. Jane Birkin and Serge Gainsbourg, BJ Thomas, Peter Sarstedt, or the Jackson 5. Je t'aime moi non plus. That's 2 phrases. Je t'aime, and the reply is moi non plus.
The BBC, if they don't agree with anything, they've just banned it, don't they? It's like teen tragedy songs, a bit like, like Johnny Remember Me and Tell Laura I Love Her and all that. They banned all that.
The answers are coming in. John's gone with Jane. Steve's gone with Jane.
That's who it is, isn't it? They got to be right. Most of them have been right so far.
Well, it must be right now.
Definitely.
Peter remembers this one. Corinda wasn't around then, but he knows the answer.
Although it's not them, I would like to see him sing at the Jackson 5.
That would be interesting. I think Peter's. Well, he's got to be a duet. I think. So the Jackson 5 is 3 people too many, and they're all, brothers. Peter Sarstedt sang on his own, and so did BJ. We think, or did BJ Thomas actually sing with Otis Redding? That's a possibility. That BJ Thomas actually sang with Otis Redding. Possibly. They're definitely the same era. So we're not going to say goodbye to Jane. We're going to say hello to Jane. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Right. Oh wow! What a happy instance this is. Who could have thunk it? The song title is "Oh Happy Day." The choices are Robin Gibb, the Beach Boys, Peter Sarsted, and the Hedwig Hawking Singers. And Steve's not answering this question. That's the last question. So there we have it. Oh, happy day. And we've you've mentioned it. I've mentioned it earlier in the quiz. So even if you don't know, you should be able to associate this with a particular group. Because Fonz and I both made the mistake of
mentioning it. I just realised my volume was down again.
Okay.
If I go quiet, it's because my volume's down.
Right. Do you think we're psychic? We knew what the 10th question was going to be, and Peter's officially given up. Well, it's okay, Pete. This is the last question. Don't worry about it. And John Upton is saying Edwin Hawkins Singers. Okay. Right. So this is to get 10 out of 10 and an A+++. Do we go with our friends and just go straight for it?
Yeah, go
Shall
for
we say it together? Edwin Hawkins Singers. Okay, now we leave that on the screen because we got 10 when by teamwork. Thank you, everybody.
That's good.
Who joined in for helping us. I don't think we'd have got 10. We never get 10 unless we have help. And you've been a great help this week. We'll play a different quiz next week. So if you're thinking about coming back, please do. It's the same time, same place. But that's awesome.
That is good, yeah. The average is 7.62 as well. So that's a good achievement, that is.
It is. I'm not going to say anything about the average age of our audience or presenters, but we came up trumps for 1969. Behind that, I'd take it off screen. Okay, so thank you, everybody. No prizes other than knowing that you know your music from 1969. Yep. And to get 10 out of 10 is just the best. You can't get better than that, really. And that's 2 weeks on the trot. We've got 10 out of 10. So we went 1958 and got 10 out of 10 with a lot of help. 1969 got 10 out of 10 and a lot of help. Next week, shall we go 1980?
Yeah, but I think no, definitely in the 80s.
Yeah,
definitely in the 80s. Try something.
Right, John's saying I shouldn't thank Peter. He was useless. Yes, but John, Peter can. Well, no, Peter can certainly sing better than I can.
Oh, definitely.
And
he may get the songs wrong, but he knows how to sing.
Right, and Fonz, Cringe is asking, is Cambridge still in lockdown? And if so, how are people sort of dealing with it?
I don't know. Cambridge is a strange place because you go out and this is my personal. I'm wrong, but what I go out, people just acting normal. A lot of places don't even wear masks. A lot of shops around here, staff don't wear masks. It's very laid back, which maybe is not a good thing. But where I've been anyway, if there's somewhere else in Cambridge not like that, then
yeah. And in general, in Devizes, walking around Morrison's, then everybody's got a mask on because you can't get in without one. They've got guards on the door.
Morrison's closed down.
Wow.
They packed up and went.
Our Tesco's packed up and went as well a while ago. Sainsbury's are closing even more stores now. I think they're going to close 50 more stores. I mean, we're going to have a shake-up in the next 6 months as far as shops are concerned because more and more people are actually buying online.
Yeah, but you thought supermarkets would be all right because they sell food and we all need food, and they do home delivery online. So you thought supermarkets would be all right, but obviously not the case, really, is it?
That's true. This is a true story. Blubbing for Britain Christmas 2 years ago, we decided to have a Christmas special.
On Christmas Day?
I found, no, it was the Thursday before.
Oh, yeah.
And it was sort of wear your Santa hat. Okay, so John and I wore a Santa hat, and then it just disappeared. I put it somewhere safe, as you do, and I lost it. I actually found it yesterday, so I do have my Christmas hat ready, John.
Oh, it's turned up. Turned up.
Yep, I found it. I put it somewhere safe, and I found that safe place, so that was good. But this is to the point. Somebody shopping locally at Tesco's. Now, Tesco's is a 2-level store. You've got food on the ground floor and the mezzanine with clothes and everything. Yeah. Now, Tesco's in Trowbridge, which is about 10 miles from us, closed the mezzanine, the top floor. You couldn't go there. You can't buy anything there. Yeah. It's closed off because they're not essential items.
Yeah, it's only essential stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's only essential things. Which is obviously done so that we get what we need, but we don't run out of, but
it's to get what you want and what you need and out, really, isn't it?
Yeah. On the ground floor of Tesco's, you can buy your Christmas hat, right? But if your young son needs a new pair of trousers for school or a shirt for school, you can't buy it, because those articles are upstairs in the mezzanine. So there is no common sense in this at all. Being able to buy a Christmas hat and not buy a kid's shirt is just absolutely bonkers. Not used that word for a while.
Whatever. Children go through school uniforms and all that. Like, no tomorrow. Like, isn't it really? The rip holes in trousers, rip holes in tops, where they get involved in football and games at school. So you do need access to them.
You do. Question for Corinda: was I on the Blubbing special? I think you were. Yes. And Peter Stewart, who's recovering from his performance in the quiz. I'm just getting ready to get deliveries from Morrison's through Amazon. Brilliant. So you can buy your regular stuff and get it delivered to the door.
Yeah, I'll tell you something that's really weird that I find a bit over the top. That you can get McDonald's. Not around where I live, you can't do it. But where my son lives, I went over there and he goes, "Oh, do you want something from McDonald's?" Go, oh, I'm not going all the way down to McDonald's. He goes, they deliver it to the door. McDonald's to your front door. Come on.
I mean, takeaways are still open. So, but
I mean, like pizza places and all that. I can get that, like how it's always been. But McDonald's to your door, is it really? It's really making a lazy nation, really, isn't it?
What? It's Domino's Pizza. They always deliver. But yeah, I see what you mean. Companies are having to change because they've got to find a way to sell. Because if they can't sell, then they will go out of business.
It might be in 20 years, don't you? It'd be like Star Trek. You press a button wanting your McDonald's and it suddenly appear in front of you by teleportation.
Yeah. We're watching disaster movies at the moment. Well, last night we watched a movie with Kirk Douglas in from 1981, and it was a brilliant story. The Nimitz, which is a carrier, was transported back from 1981 to 1941, and it was the day before Pearl Harbor. And the ship was transported 40 years back in time to find itself.
Philadelphia experiment, isn't it?
Well, it's similar. It's similar. Yeah. And it was a really good film because it was good actors who could all speak properly and a good script. So I really enjoyed that. And over to John.
I watched a disaster movie about a ship once. I don't know if people can remember what it's called. It wasn't Titanic. It's not that. But people were on their way trying to get out this ship that's sinking. So anybody knows what that film is? That was a good film. That was from the 70s, but it wasn't Titanic.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And that had a famous actor in it.
It'll come to you. These things do. I mean, it's in your memory somewhere. You just got to just. Over to John. John is saying Tesco's is the same in Yardley, but you can ask for items and be taken up in the lift, which is key operated. Okay. Over to Peter.
That defeats the object as well, because they don't want you to go up there, but they take you up there.
Right. And Deliveroo cyclists are fleeing all around Aberdeen. And over to Corinda. Corinda's saying, I mean, before I had my seizure, police was very friendly. They helped me everything. Now, yeah, okay, I can understand. It's upsetting that they're stressed out, Corinda.
Yeah.
They have an impossible. Yeah, they've got an impossible job to do, and it is unfortunate that they can't be as friendly as they used to be. We've just got to take hope from the fact that there is a vaccine arriving in the UK before the end of the year, which 10 million doses will go to 5 million people, which is a start. And then we get further 100 million doses next year. The virologists and the person who actually created this has said that we should be back to normal by next winter. So I'm sorry, Corinda, we've got to stay like this. Some people say next spring or summer, but it could be next winter. So we've just got to live with it.
The thing is with it as well, you just got to think that how far we've come. So slowly light at the end of the tunnel will start showing.
Yeah. Well, that's what's pushing us forward. The hope that we've got 2 weeks to get the R rate below 1 to have a chance of having a Christmas with family, with a slight relaxation of the rules. And it is very difficult. I mean, if you think about this, so just a food for thought. If you're actually working in Tesco's or Morrison's or Sainsbury's or Asda, have I missed anybody? Marks and Spencer's,
Lidl's, Aldi,
Aldi, right?
Costco's, Premier, Spa.
If you're working in any supermarket and you're in contact with the general public every single day, and you've no idea, you can't always avoid contact, then it's very difficult to actually put yourself in a position close to your relatives, because you don't know whether you might have caught the virus or not, which is
right. Yeah.
So thoughts to shop workers.
What worries me around here, though, is a lot of the shop workers walk around the store with no masks on, and which is a bit of concern. My son works in the NHS, to do with caring and people with mental health, and does long hours. And he has to wear a mask all day long, and it's all across his nose. It's proper sore. So, and he does it because he knows he's got to. He's got a heart condition as well, but he knows even if he didn't, he would still know it's the right thing to do. So it sort of winds me up a little bit when you walk into a supermarket and they're telling you to wear a mask, and none of them are doing that. Because if my son can do about 12 hours a day in a mask, then surely they can.
Totally agree. I mean, the people working in shops do have to set an example. And we're all our own guardians, and we decide whether we're going to social distance. But for the sake of others, we should all be wearing masks according to the regulations.
Definitely, yeah.
Right, let's go to Salisbury, shall we? Right. Okay. This is Salisbury Cathedral behind me. Through that door there is the Domesday Book, one of 4 copies still in existence from the year 1215. Worth a visit if you're in Salisbury. Okay.
Cambridge appears in the Doomsday Book.
Yeah. Ah, right. Wow. Question from Corinda. Can I ask a question? You know, Malaysia, India, USA, they ban fireworks. Why can't we ban fireworks here too? Because it's not fair on animals.
No, I'll tell you what I saw, and I know it's the sort of thing. It's not. One of my Facebook friends put up that people were letting fireworks off, and a dog, elderly dog that she's got, had it since it was a puppy, threat her and caused the dog to have a heart attack and die, which is a bit of a shame, really. You know what I mean? It
is, and I don't think. I mean, we on the night had fireworks going off in all the gardens. There were no organised displays at all this year for understandable reasons. But you do have a point there, Corinda. And for everybody watching, could you just type in either fireworks or no fireworks? We'll have a quick poll and see what your thoughts are on whether we should continue having fireworks, because they're obviously November 5th celebrations, weddings, fireworks are used a lot. I know in my hometown of Nelson in Lancashire, where there's a large Asian community, there are wedding celebrations which go on to the early hours of the morning, and a lot of them do involve fireworks. And obviously, if it's a marriage, it can be any time of year. So if you ban fireworks entirely, then you'd be stopping the fireworks at weddings too. Okay, all right, the comments are coming through. Okay, John, Alice does 12-hour shifts on the ward and she has to wear a mask and a visor. So
yeah, that's what my son has to wear, and then the marks have it over, and it's horrible. You know what I mean? And if people are doing it, then doing 12 hours, somebody's doing an 8-hour shift or a 6-hour shift, surely they should respect and do it, because only has to take them to pick it up and take it home to one of their grandparents or something, or somebody's vulnerable, and that's it.
True. Over to John. Oh, yes, John. Firework laws vary from state to state. There is no federal ruling. State to state, county to county, possibly.
No, I think he's talking about America, because
all right, okay.
I think
was Corinda talking about America?
No, he was talking about India. Lazier.
All right, okay. India,
so it might not be America, but when he says state, I think of America.
Right, Peter says no fireworks. Corinda says this is like a quiz earlier, but it's more important than that. No fireworks from Corinda, and John is saying organised fireworks only.
I agree with that one, yeah, because if you've got good reason to have it, and it's organised and it's done properly, and people are made aware of it, because that's what the main thing be. People let them off in the garden. If they're having a display in the garden, when I was young, we used to have a fireworks in the garden, and we'd go around the neighbours and say, "Oh, we've got some fireworks. We'd invite them round. Do you want to watch these fireworks?" And everybody was happy because you let everybody know. But this kind of neighbourly thing isn't like how it used to be, is it? So you don't really talk to your neighbours, and that's what the problem is. They're not expecting it. But back then, you would have let them know, and I think that's part of the problem: lack of communication.
Yep. Totally. Right. Okay. Now we do have, as you know, on this we don't have an agenda. We just got the music quiz, and then we're driven by the comments you make. And thank you for those. If you have any topics you'd like us to talk about, then we'll try our best. Other than that, I have a little video to show you.
Oh, cool. Surprise video. I like surprise videos.
It's a surprise video. It's not very long. And basically, this is one I made earlier. So we're going to change topic, and for a very important reason. Not because I made the video. We're going to change topic because We're very fortunate in the UK, the US, in the developed world that we can purchase BeLive or StreamYard or Zoom, or whereas in India, Pakistan, Malaysia, Korea, well, in fact, in many countries throughout the world, it's impossible to actually pay a monthly subscription for something like this service. And it's unfair to ask this service to provide free facilities. Okay, so with that in mind, I discovered a piece of software which is free, which allows us to go 2 people on screen, 3 people on screen, 4 people on screen, 7 people on screen, and it's totally free. It's called OBS Ninja. Peter and I will be doing a broadcast about it this week, as soon as we get our act together. But this video sort of gives an explanation as to what it's about. And it's important because if we can reach out to people in countries around the world and say, you can broadcast for free using this particular piece of software in OBS, then that would be mission complete. So that's what we're working on. So let's bring the video up. And the video is on YouTube. I'm going to attempt the impossible. I'm going to put it full screen. Can you just, first of all, before we go any further, can you confirm that this is full screen, please? And
that you can't
Nick
see us.
Yeah, he can't see us. And Nick is saying, not sure on fireworks. Okay, right, we're going to play the video then. Now, this is about a product. Well, I'm going to let me explain. Create a room on OBS Ninja. So I'm going to type in OBS, and because I've been there quite frequently recently, it comes up with OBS Ninja as a suggestion. So it's obs.ninja, and this is the main entry screen. Now the only part that we're interested in is add group chat to OBS. So I'm going to click add group chat to OBS, and the screen changes and it asks me for a room name. Now I'm going to just type my name in. And a password, SJH22. I don't need a strong password, I just need a temporary password which people can use. This is the password that I'll give to everybody who actually wants to join in the broadcast. Okay, and we're doing this to set up before we actually go live on Facebook or anywhere else for that matter. So I'm going to enter the control room, and the screen changes, and you can see that I've got a guest invite, and that's the one we need to use. We can ignore the other 3 for the moment. All we need to do is to have a guest. So to invite the first guest, we copy the link, we go to a new tab and copy and paste the link, type in the password that we're given. So it's important that you actually give people the password, and remember to get the case right, because it's got to be the right case. Now I've got 2 options here. We are always going to use join the room with the camera, and I'm going to select my camera, which is XSplit VCam, and that will take a second to come up. Wait for the camera to appear on screen. Okay, and look at the camera. So that's the camera. The audio source is your microphone, and that's your main microphone. If it's internal to the computer, all good. If it's an external microphone, select that one. And as you can see, with the meter actually moving, my microphone is working, my voice is being recorded. And you can check which sound output you're going to have. Now, my suggestion is that everybody wears earbuds. Okay, it makes life a lot easier. So put your earbuds on, and you can change the destination to your earbuds. There we are. So that's going to be the setup: my camera, my microphone, and audio. And I can test the audio, and I could hear that. So that's good. So let's go start. And now in the room. This is Stephen's room, my room, and I can invite other people to join it, but I've got to be the first person to join. so that I can greet people as they arrive. Now, when you're in this room and you can see people in the room, you can just talk to them normally. You don't need to go live. You can have a chat first and then go live. But what's happened in your control room as producer, you can actually see that I am in the room. Okay, and that's all you need to know. So we went to OBS Ninja, we created a room with a password, we got the link you can see up above me now, we copied that link, and that put me in the room, and you can see me in here in the director's control panel. Now the director is the one who takes the next steps and uses the link to actually create the broadcast. Okay, so it's two steps. One is the room, and we're on the way to doing that. Just keep using copy link, send out that link with the password to everybody you want to join. If they've no password, they can't get in. If they don't know the link, they can't get in. Simple and straightforward. So that's stage one, and I'll see you in stage two, whereas as director, we actually go to OBS and we actually create on OBS a scene, and on that scene we copy the people who are actually in the room now. And that is how to get started for free.
I was getting interested in that.
Up to 7 people. Good. It is so simple and so straightforward. It's written by a gentleman called Steve Seguin, who's in Canada, and he works for a company called Stage 10. And with his technical expertise that he uses at Stage 10, he was in lockdown in Canada, and in March decided to actually write this piece of software. He decided it would link to OBS. He decided it should be free, and I discovered it 2 weeks ago, and I'm going to do my best to promote it. Peter and I will be together later this week using that software, going live to Facebook. It doesn't have bells and whistles. It just has people on screen. Yeah. So forget.
Sometimes
you can embellish it if you want, but talking heads.
Sometimes the basics is all you need, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can't have comments on it, though, can you?
And Nick is watching us on YouTube, and no, it's not anywhere as near as sophisticated. It's just up to 7 people on screen, and
I will say I've got a massive delay with you.
And Peter Stewart is saying yes, we are doing something later this week. Have you?
Yeah.
Okay, just a minute.
Your mouth's moving and nothing's coming out, and then suddenly I hear your voice. I don't know if that's just me, though.
Okay, give me a moment. Not necessarily. I'm going to refresh. Okay.
All right. People got to put up with me for a bit.
The system's yours.
Oh, half. I'm still on half the screen. So hopefully Stephen will be back in a moment, and hopefully I can see him in real time. And
yep. How's that?
That's a lot better now. You're in real time now.
Good. Okay. Right, I shall report that.
You were like one of those Japanese films, like we've been dubbed.
Yeah, I know where you're coming from. I can understand it. But it's good that you saw it, and then we were able to correct it. Just refreshed, and the problem was cured. It was basically, we were playing a YouTube video, and again, I will report this. This is live video. Things go wrong occasionally. We just don't panic. Just carry on.
Don't panic, Captain Mainwaring.
No, true. Right. Okay. So if you are interested in this mission of promoting OBS Ninja, then you can. I'm going to take my life in my hands here. You can actually join us over here. I'm going to put this full screen where it will all be organized. And I just want to say thank you to John, who showed me how to fade out the music. Now, am I still normal? Look, don't answer that. Can you still see and hear me?
I can see and hear you, but you're not in time.
Right.
You're doing a Japanese dubbing thing again.
Okay, I'm going to hide that. I'm going to refresh. I'll be back.
Oh, there we go. He's turned out the light while he refreshes. Be back in a minute. Sending me back already. That was quick. So he should appear anytime. Anytime now.
Yep.
Oh, there you go.
I'm back.
There you
go. Okay, I had to do that because basically it shows that there is a problem.
Yeah, you're back to normal now.
So that was about Burnout Community, which is a network that you can join, and Fonz and Corinda and John and Peter are already there. If you're watching this broadcast either live or on the replay, just message me and I'll send you an invitation. It's private networking. It's not Facebook. There are no adverts. There is no overseeing. If you run a group over there, and you're welcome to do so, you can invite your friends, have a private group, and you'll be able to see every message in the group, which is something that Facebook has stopped doing, which is a topic.
And no adverts. And no adverts neither.
That's true. No, definitely no adverts. And over to John. Oh, right. Okay. And right, we could have. Right. Okay. Thank you, John.
Maybe just a guest.
Yeah.
Maybe just a guest.
Yeah. Don't know. We'll check the recording. We'll let the techies check the recording back because I don't doubt there are any problems. I don't doubt that there were problems. Okay. I'm with that. Okay. Right. I think it's phased me a bit. Shall we say goodbye for this week, Fonz?
Yeah. Yeah. It's hour over already, near enough. A couple of minutes left and it's flew by, isn't it, really?
Yep.
It's been good. I'm well on the quiz. Lots of interaction, which is good. So thanks to everybody who joined in. And on the bombshell that I no longer have a Morrison's near me, that's the end of the show.
Okay, bye everybody. Take care. You've got a couple of minutes now to spare. Make a cup of tea. See you all soon. Bye.